Now, I'm thinking another competing offer could be simply the option to not go to law school at all right now. And law schools are really facing this full force with the quarantine situation, stay at home, recession and such. And LSAC, the folks who write the LSAT questions, they've been holding a series of webinars, both about the new online LSAT Flex, but also where law school admission officers have the chance to try and convince applicants why they should go now. And
Okay.
obviously they have a bias there, but they also make some compelling points. And so I'm wondering what you might tell folks who are potentially going to law school this fall, facing a potentially very uncertain situation. Will law school be online? Will it be in person with extreme social distancing measures? If it were online, or did you have the extreme social distancing with half empty classrooms, everybody wearing masks, extracurriculars maybe dialed down a bit, would that matter in your view?
That's going to be, I would never want to, that's a good question. And that's going to be so when we were talking about what you were going to ask me, I said, this is all going to be dependent on city, state, county, what the president does. I mean, so much of this is unknown. And so me and my wife look at each other every night and we're like, we feel differently about the virus than we did the day before because we get new information and so I think everyone needs to give themselves, first of all, a measure of grace. This is a tough decision. There's really no right or wrong outside of, my factors that I list in the book, but there's really no right or wrong if you're feeling hesitant to go to law school or to go. What you just said is news to me. I wouldn't trust one word that a law school admissions team is telling me why I should go to law school. That's like McDonald's trying to convince you that that's advertisement. Of course, they need that because their bottom lines are being threatened. So I would say don't listen to people on the inside. But I would say talk to the schools or I didn't mean it like that, but I'm saying don't take as gospel what they say. But I would talk to the schools, and the closer we get to enrollment and the closer you get to your decision deadline day, really stop and think what that school is thinking things are going to be like. It might be different for a school up in New York than it would be for down in Texas, because Texas just opened up. I went back to work today. Me and my wife went back to work today. And in New York, it might not be like that. So I think it's a region of the country. But I will say this, I am of the opinion that it's fine for most people to pause on going to law school. Just if you're feeling hesitant about it, don't go. Wait a year, wait 2 years. There's no rush. Law schools are not going to go anywhere. I think we're going to get through this. I think we're going to get through this COVID, with some time. But if you are a person who is fearful of these different things and it's really weighing on you, I would reach out to me and we can talk about whether Steve, I think it's a person-to-person decision, and it's a hard one, and it's one you might want to only make with your parents and your therapist or your pastor. And it's if you can read my book and you can apply those principles and you're still kind of in question, then I think you're in a good position where there is no right or wrong. You just got to decide for yourself whether we don't know what the world's going to be like for the next 3 years, and so you got to give yourself that grace, but you might have to take the bull by the horns and make a decision that you don't really know how it's going to affect things. Me and my wife are going back to work. My wife's a nurse. How is that going to affect things? We don't know, but we're kind of going one day at a time.
Thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already to be notified of new episodes as I release them. And feel free to reach out if you need anything at all as you move forward with your prep. I'm happy to help however I can. In the meantime, I wish you all the best and take care.